Okay, well, that's the center median line there. Maybe we'll get one more low. That'll take us down to 25.15 or so. That is the next tightest channel that we have. And this is probably a good one because it's cutting through this election low. The channel that we were using back then was actually to this low. So we were using this channel on the way up. And this one to that high. I remember that vividly. We were not using that Sunday night low of the election there. We had already started turning up from this low because we had found perfect support at that low right there and started turning up for 2 days. It gapped up. Actually, I don't remember that gap, but I know this was a Sunday night election for the election, I'm pretty sure. But anyhow, that's the low that we were using. And this much larger channel here is cutting through that and fairly close to that election low. Okay. So I'm connecting to the lowest closing price here and the low before the election right there. There's the highest high. And look at where we found support. So far anyway. All right, so this could be the low right there off of that line, but the next area is this one. I'm gonna bring it up to here first. Yeah, that one's coming in 25.21. I'm gonna take it to the lowest closing price as well. 25.07. And then 25.14. I'm gonna leave it right there because that center median line is intersecting it. Well, it's intersecting that trend line anyway, right there for the current day at the low that we've had so far. I'll clean this up a bit. So I think we'll be making a substantive low here, I would imagine. And likely retrace a bit of this, maybe to one of these midlines here. I don't know, we'll see. If we could come down and make one more little low, that'd be great. The average range on this thing is going to be massive though, so it's going to be incredibly dangerous to try to trade it. You'll just have to have much larger stops than you normally would have, so you can lose a lot more money. Yeah, so the only thing we have is on the daily and the weekly chart. What a huge amount of relative volume on the hourly chart that we haven't seen ever. 1,300%, 1,400%. And this is 1,400% back up right here. So this is likely to put in a higher low. We'll see, but maybe it'll come down and test the low and break a little bit lower. We got a volume divergence with 3,300% right there on the 5 minute. to end that move there. Big, massive volume divergence on the 5-minute and the 15-minute. It's the same swing, but it's showing up on the 5 and the 15. Josh, you see anything setting up that I haven't been looking at yet?
Hey, morning, guys.
Morning. Looks like 6E is dropped.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, is 60. I mean, it's getting close to, at least on the hourly chart, getting close to the end of this possible C wave for that larger fourth wave. But we could still have a ways to drop, before that actually gets finished up. So I'm just working on the geometry to see if we don't have something, some kind of confluence coming together a little bit lower.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I don't have a lot, so.
Crude worked its way lower too, out of that high.
Yeah.
So I guess we're there at the bottom of the channel, the downsloping channel on the 6E. But yeah, what would you have upsloping? I guess not much, right? So far, or maybe.
Yeah, so far nothing. We'll see if I can find something though.
I guess you have this, but
that hourly chart does look pretty awesome for a 1-to-1 A to C. That 100% extension is only a few ticks lower, and then where that center ML on the bottom of the channel join is at that exact same spot. So
you got that little midline there coming in there as well.
okay,
lines up really nice on the tick chart. You see? And then you got this one here.
actually, take a look at the hourly. Draw that same high to high channel.
This one here?
No, from
downsloping.
A to B, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's right on it.
Yeah. So it's one of those kind of too perfect to work out,
Mm-hmm. It's at the bottom of the downsloping channel on the tick chart. And those last couple of swings as well. So maybe one more. One more little wave down.
Yeah, and then we'd actually be at those, well, at least the downsloping channel on the hourly and the tick chart.
And we'd have a better looking I was going to say volume divergence. I guess we kind of have a little one on the 5-minute, but it's like all of this volume in the down push is equally high. It's all very high volume in here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not like it was back here, but it's still pretty high. So I don't know if we'll actually have maybe we'll have a volume divergence on the RTS2 chart there if it does make a slightly lower low. It is at the average daily range low as well today, right now, at the low. Right here. You see that upsloping median line there, Josh? This one here?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we definitely have the areas.
If you go low to low from your larger two to your smaller two, just with a regular channel, I should probably put warning lines on it too.
Hang on 1 second. Let me finish cleaning this up. We're back inside of wave 4 now, aren't we? Barely, yeah.
Howdy all, how are we doing?
All right, enough.
Hey, Chris.
Getting there, copper.
Nice.
Where do I go from?
Larger 2 to smaller 2. Yeah. Just go to the widest point. Go one more forward. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. We got a lot there.
And you can see the 1500% warning lines are producing kind of a channel up top as well.
Yeah, it came in at that high there. Lower high anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a major low. Brad, you got a chart of that DX, or Chris, do you have DX? Who's got DX?
Well, I'm on my mum's computer. I don't have that, unfortunately.
You're in Australia?
Yeah, I'm out in the farm.
Nice, nice. You taking time off?
Yeah, I've got 3 weeks off, so that's why I've sort of been spending some time with my children and chilling out for a little bit before I head back to Hong Kong.
What's that like?
Time
Sounds-
off?
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Yeah,
We don't
you've
have
got to
that.
try it sometime.
We don't get time off in America. I'm kidding. I need a vacation.
We all do, mate, at some point. But certainly these markets are making it interesting. It's with increased volatility, you're right, you've got to be very careful with your stops.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything
And
like
your
this
entries.
in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's probably at least 2 to 3 years since we've seen this much volatility,
Yeah.
at least.
Into 2016, I guess.
There's a little bit when Trump was coming in for the election, but not quite this at the moment.
Just that one night, though, right?
Yeah, so normally what I do is I just start using higher time frame charts.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only thing that we have is the daily, really, and the weekly. Coming in now. Pretty incredible.
But also the problem is that the brokers normally increase their margins and everything else as well. So unless you got bigger accounts, it makes it hard to trade multiple contracts.
Yeah, that's right.
So they haven't done that yet, I don't think, but that's normally the next thing on the cards, that they increase the margin requirements.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's actually good. I think it's good to have a healthy pullback because it's been on a rip roar to the upside for a long time. So
yeah, I'm just wondering, you know, where's it going to stop? This is the next major area. I mean, we're actually at a trend line from low to low, at least from the lowest close at the low here to the lowest close before the election. So we're at that trend line now in the ES, at today's low anyway, this morning's low. And then that center median line from here. So that's the next.
have you got it on a continuous chart, out of curiosity?
Yeah, I got one over here on the weekly. Yeah, it doesn't line up on the continuous.
Yeah, normally I'd probably have to start looking at the continuous on this one for the weekly, definitely. Can you do a copy of the baseline and see if that lines up with those highs?
Yeah. From here to here anyway. It's quite a bit lower. It's 25.10. It's another.
Yeah, it looks like it's still got some room to the downside there, at least on that one, even if off the median line. and
Right.
depending on which channel point you draw it off.
This weird little trend line is coming in right there at the low as well.
Euro's coming back down for another low. And that'll be 5 waves down.
Yeah, that's going to be one to take.
Really
It's a
quick on the continuous. Well, yeah, I think we got time. On the 230 continuous, just a couple more things.
Let me just turn this on real quick.
Okay.
This is going to be what, a 240-minute trade?
Yeah,
Almost.
well, that's the challenge, right? Is it could take a while for this thing to actually stop.
Yeah,
You could be close, but 30 ticks off.
right. You don't want to miss it if it just turns and goes, but you don't want to be early either. So what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you have $5 billion and you can afford to scale in?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the way I trade it is you just have to wait for your confirmation to the back to the upside. Fair enough, you're not
Confirmation.
going to make as much, but you've got to look at your risk reward though, right?
Yeah, if you lose half what you made because you took an initial stop, then you got to factor that in.
Yeah.
To what your upside is.
You said go to the 230 or the hourly?
230 continuous. Do you have a continuous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you export yours real quick?
Oh yeah, that'd be easier. Just that chart?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. How about same instrument? What do you have yours set to, your export?
Oh, I can change it. I'm changing it right now.
Same instrument.
Okay.
Click chart. Do click chart.
All right.
That works. We haven't tried that in a while.
The other thing
these
I
are a
could
couple of. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you talk, Josh.
These are a couple of kind of weaker areas, but they are coming in pretty much right at this low, so something to consider.
It worked pretty well.
Nice.
Huh. Even lower though.
We're right at that 100% warning line, and then that lower ML is just a little bit lower.
Yeah, maybe this one isn't being respected as much as some of the other ones.
Yeah, there's not a lot of evidence other than that A wave low. We did pretty much touch it.
I do like this one though. At least it was using it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is now, but it definitely was back here before it broke. Oh, it's kind of pulled back to the underside of that too a little bit there. Yeah, that might actually make it down to that and overthrow the ones that we're favoring right now.
Yeah, certainly could.
The only other thing I was going to say is what I find works more often in markets like this, because your time-based charts get blown out of proportion, right? So I tend to find tick charts give you a lot better representation. So just go to higher time frame tick charts as well for your structure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's actually looking pretty similar. The 6,000 tick. I mean, they're both at this downsloping area here. I don't know about that midline. They're definitely both at the downsloping area. And it's symmetrical on the 240-minute or on the hourly too, right, Josh?
That does look like a good area there, though, on that chart.
Yeah, it does.
With what you've got, though.
Yeah. All right.
Really quick on that 6,000 tick, if you make some parallels of that large upslipping channel, I'm curious if you have any hits, just because it's kind of using that intermediate swing high. You know what I mean? Because there's just not a lot of evidence of that as a working channel yet.
Yes, there is, Josh. No, I mean, you got these two from behind, but I don't know if that counts. Nah, not so much.
Yeah, it's not super great.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe a little bit. These two. This one. This one. This one. This one. A little bit. I don't know. Anyway, that looks like it could have been the low right there, but that's probably early. It's definitely 5 down now on the smaller chart.
Yep.
Let's trace this out. It's double divergence on the tick chart, double divergence on that RTS2 chart. And volume divergence on that RTS2 chart. That would be the minimum that we would have to have. Kicking you out of here.
Me?
No, not you. You're okay. As long as you bring me food.
I'll bring you food.
Katie says hi, everyone.
Hi, Katie.
That could have been it, huh? I think
Yeah.
I'd rather a higher low anyway with this one.
There's just not a lot of volume down there yet.
No.
For a major turn.
Right. This is probably going to take a little while anyway. DX has made it through that area. Josh, you see that?
Oh, yeah.
That's the center median line there. But I don't necessarily like the way this is connected here at the higher low. I'd rather it be right here at the actual low. Ah, well then that's coming in right now. That's almost the same look as the 6E, which I guess makes sense since it's denominated in the dollar. That could be the low there. Depends on how we're counting this, right? I mean, is this a is this a C down or is this A, B, C, X, A? I don't know if we can do a triangle there.
Yeah, I don't think we can. That's what I'm trying to figure out is what this last wave is.
I mean, you know, as reluctant as we are to do this sometimes, I see Prechter do it all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kind of flat of a little
What do you
2
just
there.
What do you just call that? A truncated C wave? It's not a running flat.
No, I don't think he even calls it that.
My mum can do wonders, can't she?
Don't lie, you know that was you that did that one. What city is she in? Or what country? What's the name of the territory out there?
She's in Sydney, southwest of Sydney, in
For y'all,
Australia.
Australia, Mike. You got, what do y'all grow out there? Y'all grow some stuff?
No, just a small hobby farm. It's only about 25 acres.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wish I had me
Just with
25 acres.
horses and cows.
Nice.
I've been a bit of a farm boy while I've been here, fixing stuff up for her.
Like a good son should. Hopefully this is our little fourth wave, actually. This would be much more favorable to me if we could make it back down and test those areas again. And if this is a little expanded flap, then we have more of a proper 5-wave looking structure. I'd feel better about actually trying to take it long from there rather than from the low we just had. Although those areas are coming together quite beautifully there. 2 30-minute bars about to close in 10 minutes. We've run through this low, which had a huge amount of volume back here. It's a pretty good looking area.
It is. It's really nice.
But anyway, this is the spot. If it's going to turn back down, this is the first little spot for it to do so from. And you've got a nice little churn bar here on the RTS1. You get this little two bar pattern on volume divergence. So that's a pretty good look to a little tiny swing high. It's actually closing off of the high on the low, near the low. But we're talking a 6-tick bar. So anything can happen from one bar to the next on these little charts. But it is at the first area for a little swing high. That was actually a really nice swing high right here. Perfectly symmetrical from low to low. And then the channel, center median line intersecting the channel right there. All right, it's making a new low. Not going to get a trade until 23,500 basically. Right here. Okay, that should be firing there. What is going on?
Pending.
Huh. 1 bar late for some reason. What in the world? Come on.
Order filled. Order filled. Order pending.
I should have had a little bit better fill than that. All right, we're actually down to that spot on your 2 30-minute chart there. That lower median line anyway.
Yep. Yeah, I think we've just about hit everything I've got.
Crude finally made actually a pretty low. Right there, you see from high to high on the 5-minute. So it's the center median line from low to low. It's also that midline of the channel. And it's the bottom of this channel. And it's the kiss goodbye line on the tick chart. And we even had a nice volume signal there, actually. A nice 2-bar pattern there on that RTS2 chart with a big churn bar to end that down move there. It's the VWAP from the low as well. And it's a little bullish divergence on that RTS1 chart. So we'll likely go up to new highs from here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a pretty good amount of volume right there at the low. There's your churn bar. Didn't quite make a new low, but you do have a churn bar coming in there. So maybe that's it. Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to shut it down. This is a pretty nice looking spot for a major low here. This could be a great trade that'll last for the rest of the week or more.
Yeah, it really is pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's one for the books.
Again, it's almost too good. I mean, everything coming together, that one-to-one. The one-to-ones always scare me because they typically are short-lived. You usually do get a bounce, but we'll see.
All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. All right. Bye, everyone.